Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Have you ever imagined or had an idea of something that you wanted to create, build, something that you want to do that you've been thinking about for a very long time, whether it's been a year, a month, or a decade, and finally you took the plunge to actually do something about it, make it happen, and then you tell your friends, your family, about this idea that you have, and next you know it, they're saying, "Well, how are you going to come up with the money? Did you do a business plan? How this is going to happen, and how long you've been thinking about this idea?" And sometimes I wonder why friends and family says these things to people when they have an idea about something that they want to start up. Whether it's a business or want to be an entrepreneur. Excuse me, quit their job to do something that they feel passionate about. And I look back and I'm like, is it because they just want to make sure that whatever the person is trying to achieve, make sure that this person has the duck in a row. Make sure that they have some type of money saved. Make sure there's a business plan. Make sure that it's going to be a legit business. Or can it be possibly something negative? Like they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to pursue your dreams and to achieve your goals. Or maybe is it they feel like they know that you're capable of doing something like this, and it is trying to give you kind of a negative feedback, but not really a feedback, if that makes sense. And it can be either or, to be honest with you. It all depends on your friend and your family. It depends on the person that you deal with each and every day. But what I can say is, don't give up. Don't give up on something that you feel like you want to pursue. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on something that you feel passionate about, you know? And it may take time. You're not going to get certain things right away, especially if you really are focused and really driven of what you want to do and you want to execute it. Don't give up. Why? why why would you want to do that if you really really feel passionate about it? And you should have people to support you and back you up on something that you're trying to pursue, that you think that it is going to help other people. You know what I mean? If it can help consumers and customers and patients, whatever you're trying to create, whatever entrepreneur that you're trying to do, if it's going to, whatever product you're trying to create, if it's going to help somebody and if it's going to make a difference, why not? You know what I mean? A lot of people start um, not donate, but what's the word? Apollo. Apollo, help me. What's the word that I'm trying to say? A startup. There you go. Thank you, Apollo. He's my sidekick. A lot of people start a pop-up startup, you know what I mean, to raise money, to raise funds, to start a business. And I just feel like, and some ideas can be crazy. Some ideas can be crazy, unique and different. That's not out there. That people may not think about, or people are not struggling, but it's what's the word? Because I watch Shark Tank and I'm trying to find the right word um, for consumers. Like if it's going to help them, you know what I mean? If it's going to benefit the consumers. And the point of the matter is, when I say don't give up, what do you got to lose at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like, some people, they take a risk and they quit their job. They quit their job and they pursue this business full time, and just put all they're all in. They're all in on it. You know what I mean? And they're not looking back. And sometimes it's good taking risks. I'm a little bit of a risk taker, you know. I took a risk when I was 26, leave West Palm Beach, Florida, moved to New York, not knowing any friends or family. It was just me and my boyfriend at the time. And I took a risk of myself because I'm the type of person, I just don't want to live and second guess myself, what if? And I did that. And it was the best decision I ever made, even though I'm not with that person anymore. But I grew so much about myself and how resilient I am and how to live in the fast pace and move and trying to figure out things and moving things left and right or right to left and trying to deal with certain circumstances and try to handle a situation and deal with it and try to strategize and think and figure things out without someone trying to help me to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like I never played chess, but it's like chess, if you know what I mean. And you always have to think one step ahead. But the point of the matter is where I'm getting at is I started up some businesses, like small things. First, especially when I was in New York, I started a fashion beauty stylist because I love fashion, I love organization, and I wanted to be a stylist. So I just thought of an idea. You know what I mean? There must be a lot of people who don't like to shop, especially women. Some do, some don't. And I thought to myself at the time, and I was like 26 or 27. I'm like, maybe I should just start a business of a stylist shopper or a shopper stylist. And I didn't create it, but I hired someone to create a logo for me. It was called Fashion Beauty Stylist. I even trademarked the logo and everything. And I did it all by myself. Most people, when they do trademarks, they have to get an attorney and stuff like that. I didn't do all that. That's how resilient I am. You just go on to Google, you read the instructions how to trademark something, and you just read the instructions, you pay the fee, you make sure no one else don't have that particular logo. And I was shocked and amazed myself that I actually did it. And it was mine. You know what I mean? I created a logo, I did a trademark so no one else wouldn't steal it, and I did it. I even did a website, which that was the biggest mistake because I wasted so much money putting into that website when I didn't even had any clients. I was just super excited. And I didn't really do my research that well. But the fact of the matter is, I tried something, it didn't work. I lost money out of it, but then I pivot. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not going to work." You don't have the experience. You have to live in the city. I don't think it's like a thing in Westchester County. And I'm like, that's not true because if it's in the city, okay, which is more common, it could be a business, it could be something in Westchester County. But I tried it for a little bit, but it didn't work. So I pivoted and tried something else. I tried a T-shirt business, creating my own T-shirts, my own slogans and stuff like that, just to be creative. And I sold one shirt on Etsy, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. But then I'm like, I don't think that was for me. You know what I mean? And I didn't get any more other purchases. And then I'm like, okay, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I try something else. I pivoted and then I started a vendor machine, because I feel like every place where I went to a tire place, I went to certain medical offices. They didn't have any vending machines. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I can get a vending machine from Facebook and buy different type of snacks on at Sam's or BJ's, then I can create some lucrative business. And I almost got it though. I met a guy at a warehouse, not a warehouse, at a storage, and it was nighttime, which at the time, looking back now, that was not very smart. I told my sister about it because we have each other on Life 360. And then one of my sister asked me, "Where are you going? Where are you heading at this hour at the night?" And it was like 8 o'clock, like 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And I told my sister that I'm meeting this guy to take a look at the vending machine that I'm considering purchasing. Then she told me, "You don't do it. Turn back around. Meet him the next day when it's daylight." And I said, "No, no, I'm here already. I just don't want to come back." And I took a chance. It was reckless. It was scary because this man could have easily chopped me up, raped me, and put me inside his storage, and no one would have never found me. Well, probably my sister because again I have life music, but still, that's very dangerous and very irresponsible of me to do that at that time. But again, I wanted to take a look at it, so I took a look at the vending machine. It looked very legit. He said it worked and everything. The only dumb thing that I did, which I should know better not to do, I paid him. I gave him $500, which I shouldn't have done. And because I didn't find a location first of all, and I'm like, what am I thinking? Like, this is not a good business strategy. Like, I didn't find a location for the vending machine. I have called different places to see if they're willing to have me put a vending machine in their place. A barber shop I call the tire places, tire companies, every place I can think of that didn't have a vending machine. They said they would get back to me, they would consider it, and I should have waited. But knowing myself, I was just so excited and so eager. Like, I did this. Let me just get the vending machine. Next, I paid him, and he kept his machine. I lost $500, and that was a big, big, huge loss on my part. And my husband killed me. He was not he was not happy about that. And I learned a valuable lesson. So vending machine was just not my thing. I pivoted and I tried the real estate. And I did the real estate, and it took me several times to pass the test, actually 7 times. And I didn't quit. The whole point of the matter is I didn't give up. You know what I mean? There was times I wanted to give up, but I did not give up. I was just very persistent, and I'm like, this is something that I want to do and something that I want to proceed in. And I finally passed my real estate. I got my real estate license. Right now, it's very saturated, and the market's not great at the moment. However, I still have my license, so when the market gets better, then I can sell some homes. I can do a lot of things with real estate. You know what I mean? So it's always in the back of my mind, that I have my real estate. The point is, I didn't give up. I did not quit. There was times that I wanted to quit, but I got it done. I executed it. And that's like a side hustle job for me. My thing is, if you have something that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, do it. What do you got to lose? And and my mindset at the time, like, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail because if I do fail, then my family, my friends, they're going to laugh at me. They'll say, see, I told you so. I told you it wouldn't happen. You spent all this money, your time away from your family, your friends. You quit your job that was paying you 6 or 8 figures to do this. And look what happened. Now you lost everything. And people should not think like that. And you shouldn't be telling your friends that they're a failure, because it's good to fail. Because I had that same mindset too. Oh my gosh, if I fail, my parents are going to come down on me. My friends are going to come down on me because I'm stupid and dumb. I wasted my time and money. No, you did not waste your time and money. It just didn't work. So what do? You pivot. You pivot and you try something out. But failure, people say this saying, failure is not an option. No, failure is an option. Because I used to say that. And when a good friend of mine corrected myself, it's good to fail, Cheryl. And I'm telling you guys, it's good to fail. Because when you fail, you learn. You learn your mistakes. You learn what you need to change, what you need to tweak, what you need to, things that you want to do, things that you want to input, and things that you don't. That's how you learn. Because if you want things so perfect and stress yourself that things have to be this way and that way and it's nowhere, or the highway, then how are you going to learn? How are you going to be an achieved business person if you don't fail? I failed in so many businesses, but I learned something from it. You know what I mean? And then each time that I fail, I get better and better at other things that I want to pursue, or something that I know I'm good at. Like, for example, I'm good at planning things like events. I did so many birthday events for my niece, and I set up. I also did my best friend's bridal shower party. It was the theme was Breakfast and Tiffany. So I'm good at that because I'm good at organization. I'm good at planning parties and doing events. And I'm like, this is something that I'm good at. Did I pursue that? No, because I felt like it was just a hobby for me, and I just love doing it. I enjoy helping others and then just planning things, or maybe it's just some type of control thing that I like to do because I like things my way. But anyway, it's not about me doing it my way. It's about pleasing the customer and making people happy, and just seeing that smile on their face. So I'm good at that, but I never pursued that, to be honest with you. And I feel like I would have been good at it, to be honest with you. But it takes time. Any startup takes time. It takes time, money, resources, putting it on social media, putting the word in. It takes time. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. It doesn't mean that you wasted your time. It doesn't mean that you're stupid and dumb. Don't let anyone tell you that. You pivot. Sometimes failure is a good thing because you learn from your failures. So then the next business that you try, that you know your mistakes, you know your flaws. You know what I mean? And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't amount to anything because you can. As long as you put your mind to it and you have that driven, you have that fire, you have that passion, you can do anything you want. You can even be the president of the United States. Okay? You can be whatever you want as long you put the work in. And if it doesn't work, God forbid, at least you tried. At least you gave it your all. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I don't quit. I don't quit. I keep running the race. And so should you. You should keep running the race and keep going. Don't give up. Get the job done. Get it done. Execute it. And if you gave it your all and you did your best, at least at the end of the day, you did it. And someone told you something otherwise, you can tell them to kick rocks. Okay? Kick rocks and mind your business. Okay? Don't let anyone make you feel less than nothing because you're not less than nothing. Okay? You are worthy to try, to create, to do something out of your comfort zone. And that's what fears, that what makes people stop doing things. Meaning that when they have an idea, they're so fearful of doing it because they fear of rejection, they fear of failure, they fear that people are going to make fun of them or judge them. Who cares? They're not your friends. If they can't support you and back you up, obviously they can give their opinions. But if they can't support you and back you up, then they're not your friends. Then they don't need to know what you're doing at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So my encouragement to everyone who's listening, don't give up. If you have something that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, do it. What do you got to lose? Try it. And if it doesn't work, pivot. You know what I mean? What do you got to lose? Don't be afraid. Don't let fear stop you for doing something that you want to do. Some people, they've been working at a job for like over 30 years and they're not happy, but they just do it to pay the bills, but they want to do something else, but they're afraid to leave because that's their cushion, that's their comfort zone because it pays the bills, which I get. I get that. But if you want to start up a business, you can just start it little by little on the side while you keep your current job and see where it goes. You can do that too. You know what I mean? You don't have to quit your full-time job that's bringing you income and paying your bills. You know what I mean? As long once your startup job, your business, your second business is lucrative, that you making money and you're getting profit out of it after paying everything, you paying yourself, then yeah, quit your job. But some people, they take not rich, they take risks. It's all or nothing. Some people are like that. Some people take a chance and gamble, and some people just do it little by little because they don't want to take the bigger risk. I wish that's fine. You can do that. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever, you know, that's best for you. Obviously, if you're married, speak to your spouse about it before you be reckless and quit your job, because I'm not telling anyone to quit their job. If you're married, obviously consult with with your loved ones to make sure that they're on the same page with you and it's okay. But if you're single, then that's a different story. So that's all I wanted to say. That's my motivation talk of the day. Don't give up. Don't give up your dreams. Don't give up your passion. If you felt led to do it, do it. Do it. Again, what do you have to lose? Nothing. Except for maybe your money, especially if you invest in your own money or if you got investors, but just be smart about it. Do your research. If you have a business partner, make sure your business partner is legit. Make sure everything is in writing. Make sure everything is legal and writing, that everyone is on the same page and there's no issues. If you have a business partner, and just do it. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm still trying to figure out what should I do. You know what I mean? Like if I should try to do an event for people, or should I just continue doing this, doing video contents? And right now I'm doing video contents. I don't know where it's leading me or where it's going to take me to, but I love doing it. I love being creative. I love thinking outside the box and figuring out what this channel is or what it's going to be. I just like helping people and giving people the best advice that I can give. You know what I mean? And telling them my perspective, and then obviously talking about the world and what's going on and reporting it to you guys. And that's what I like to do. And again, I don't know where this is going to go. Like I said many times, but I am having fun with this. I'm getting out of my comfort zone because, like I said, I would have never ever done this in a million years ever. And I feel the more time I, get in front of the camera and start talking, and I may not get it right all the time. I might get it wrong, or I might not say proper names correctly. But I correct myself, and I always tell you guys I'm sorry, and make sure I get it right the next time. But the whole point of the matter is that I got out of my comfort zone and I did it. I took a risk and I did it. I did not let fear prevent me or stop me because it did at one point in my life. It really did. And I could have done a million things so long ago when I lived in New York. But again, I was fearful of failure. I was fearful that people were going to make fun of me and call me dumb and stupid because people have in the past, oh, you're dumb. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you to tell me what I'm capable of? Who are you to tell me that I'm stupid and dumb because I didn't go to Harvard, because I didn't go to NYC, because I didn't go to Berkeley or whatever? I have a brain. I can put two and two together. You know what I mean? I may not be great at math. I always admit that. I'm not good at math, but I do have common sense. And once I put my mind to something, I get it done. I execute it. You can ask anyone who's close to me, okay? Because I'm good at picking up things. I'm a visual learner. So once you show me something, I pick it up right away. Like 1, 2, 3, like hotcakes, okay? And once I put my mind to something, I get it done. And there's no stopping me either. You know what I mean? I'm very resilient. I like to learn. I like to have experience. And I like to grow. The more you grow, the more you learn things, the better that you get each and every day. You should see me in my first video. I was horrible. I had no idea what the F I was doing. None whatsoever. I had no idea what I was doing, what I was saying, but I knew that I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and be in front of the camera and just start talking. And the more that I do it, the more confident I feel. I feel happier. I feel joyful just to talk to you guys, whether anyone's listening or not. But I'm doing it for myself, and I feel good about it. You know what I mean? That I got out of my comfort zone, something I would have never ever done in a million years. You can ask anybody. I don't even like being on FaceTime unless it's my nieces, okay? I don't like being in front of the camera. I like to be outside of the camera, behind the scene. But now I just took a chance and I did it, whether people like me or not, whether I get bad reviews or bad comments, whatever. I'm a risk taker. I take risks all the time, whether it's good or bad. But at the end of the day, you guys, at least I did it. At least I tried. And that's all you can do. You try. Try and do your best. And if it doesn't work, you're okay. You're not a failure. You are a winner because at least you did it and you did not give up. That's the most important thing. You didn't quit. You didn't give up. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot amount to anything because you can. You can. As long you have the drive, the passion, and good friends and family to support you and to back you up, that's all you need. And also God. Because God can do anything. It doesn't matter what the outside noise is telling you. As long as you go to God and you pray about it, God will direct you. If it's meant to be, and if that's what God wants you to do, to help people to make a difference, then God is going to make it happen because God is always on time. He is never late. Just pray about it. And this is what's meant to be, it will be. In the name of Jesus. So that is my motivation word of the day. Do not give up on anything. Keep your hopes and dreams alive. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching my channel. That's it. And I will see you guys on Friday. Take care.